Hey guys, my name is Shayla. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, we talk about motherhood, we talk about pregnancy, we do things kind of eco-friendly, kind of natural, hippie granola, but we try to keep it positive. I had a major shift in motherhood when I started searching for the positives instead of the resentment, the anger, the comparison, the everything. I want to share that all with you. I made a flip book, put this on your countertop, and it just prompts you with the question, how do I want to support a friend who's about to become a mother? What do I want my mornings to feel like? How can I create this within my circumstances? Questions to keep your mind in a positive way. I also am working on a guide. And this guide will walk you through how to change your life, how to change your mind and have a positive mindset. I've got a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a newborn. No, I don't. He's 2 months old. And so in the in-between time, in real life, I'm getting it done as much as I can. If you want to get on an email list to be notified when that comes out, you can go to HEYSHAYLA.com/email. And if you want to get the book, HEYSHAYLA.com/shop. Today, we have very consciously created our backyard. We live in the city suburbs. I grew up in suburbia. I grew up in the suburbs. And so this to me feels like very city. Houses are very close together. My husband grew up here, so this feels normal to him. I keep trying to convince him to get out to suburbia land or even into the country, get some land in a little tiny shack. I don't care. I think he's starting to get on board. However, we bought this house when interest rates are 2 or 3%. So we'll be here for a while. One thing that I am so grateful for is that we have an enormous backyard for where we live. I feel like people come here and they're like, what? This is your backyard? And then it butts up to a freeway, which in my mind is a benefit. Part of me is but the fumes from all the cars. And the other part of me is but there's no one behind us. So it's kind of like we have privacy. We don't have another neighbor's backyard behind us. It's great. A few years ago, maybe last year, I don't know, I read this book called There's No Such Thing as Bad Weather. And it totally changed my mindset about getting outside because I was in the wintertime, we're locked inside because we live in Minnesota. We can't do anything outside and it's the worst. And she's like, first of all, you can get outside. You just have to be prepared. The whole thing is there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad preparedness. I can't remember. But basically, if you're prepared with merino wool base layer and a fleece next layer and then a waterproof thing, those 3 layers will keep you super warm. I grew up in Minnesota. I didn't know that. Maybe because my mom's from California. Boots. Bog boots have these handles on them where they can put their boots on by themselves. And we're struggling with boots. I like doing one piece waterproof layer. The pants and the snowsuit are connected. So then I'm okay, prepared. So I got the girls all the things so that they'd be ready to go outside. And then I was freezing and I was oh, I also need to get myself stuff so that I'm comfortable going outside. I thought you needed 300 layers. If you have 300 layers, you get cold. Anyway, that's beside the point. I read this book. It kind of changed my mindset about getting outside. I wanted to do dinners outside. So I started moving their high chairs out there and we would eat, which is a parenting hack. It's genius because then crumbs and everything get everywhere and you're okay, well, guess our squirrels are going to be happy. And the hood, so it's you put one thing on them, easy peasy. Just trying to learn the things that are easier because people do this all the time. Then I got into 1,000 hours outside. I did it for a little while. I downloaded the app. It was a couple bucks and I was literally timing our time outside. And then I was you know what? No, we're just going to try and get outside every day. And if we don't get outside, no big deal. But I'm not going to put the pressure on myself to make sure that we get 1,000 hours. There's enough things that I'm concerned about. No. So I stopped timing it and now we just try and get outside as much as we can. So I decided I wasn't going to do 1,000 hours outside, but it did make us want to create an awesome spot outside for our kids. And we've done a lot. So I feel everyone posts, this is my backyard. Oh wow, I want to do that. But how did she afford all of that? 3 years. Take your time. Do it slowly. Do one thing at a time. We're big project people. My dad was a contractor, so it's in my blood. It's at this slowly coming around to it. We'll be okay, let's do the backyard. Oh, we also should redo the bathroom. It's no, focus on one thing. What's your one thing? So I have tried 1,000 times to do vlog style and I just can't do it. I don't show my kids faces in my videos. It's hard to avoid that. I don't want to film in front of them, whatever. So I'm just doing a bunch of B-roll. And if you're not in the video world, B-roll is just showing you the thing while I talk about the thing. We think a lot about our goals. So okay, we're going to be in this house for a while. That's good because then we're not going to be house poor. That means we can go on vacations and or fix this house up the way we want. We wanted a place where the kids could play, that we could easily see them. And also we wanted to host. We want our place to be the place where people come to play. So those were the important things to us. So now we were okay, let's create this in the backyard. And the backyard's gone through some transformations. We've done a few different things. So we're going to start with the door. When we bought this house, there was a window in the kitchen. And I was this window should be a door. And so my dad came over, cut the wall out, put the door in, bada bing, bada boom, we have a door. And people are why do you need that door? You have a door on the side of the house. No, I wanted it in the kitchen where I could just open it up. Children go out. I could sit in the kitchen. I could watch them. Brought some light in the kitchen. It was amazing. Then, what's it right outside the door? It was nothing. It was grass. Seth wanted to build a deck. I wanted something cheaper. Decks are so expensive. And Seth has done concrete. His dad had owned a concrete company. I was like, well, you could do it. And he's like, I love this for me. So we put in a concrete slab for when you come out of the door. Then we wanted a pergola to go over our cement, and then we got a hot tub and over the hot tub in the backyard to make like a little thing. So we got a quote for a pergola. It was like $6,000 or $7,000 for a wood pergola. Wood, I feel like you have to maintain. You have to like, I don't know, it gets weird after a couple seasons. And pergolas, I feel like are dumb. Like I'm a vampire. I need shade. Don't have shade with a pergola typically. It's just open wood. I don't get it. So we found Domi Outdoor. This video is sponsored by them. I'm so excited. If you need a pergola, this one is metal, so you don't have to keep maintaining it through the years. And there's shade. So there's slats in the ceiling that can open up if you want sunlight, or close if you want shade. I'm so geeked about this. There's netting so that you can keep the mosquitoes out. There's also like a full-on cover to keep everything in closed. Plus this looks like super modern and cute, right? So right now we have our patio furniture underneath it. Out with that. I want a table. I want a table underneath this pergola so we can have dinners, so that we can host people over for dinner. The kids and I can just go out and eat lunch if we wanted to. And we are for sure taking this thing when we move. It's made of metal. We can undo it and we can move it with us. The wood one, we couldn't have done that. So I'm like, we're gonna buy it now. And if we want it, we're gonna take it with us to the next house. You pretty much set up the structure, figured out where you wanted it to sit, and then you added all the slats, and then you added the netting. So it got here, and it filled up our entire garage full of stuff. Seth put it together. It recommends like 2 to 3 people to help put this thing together. Between like the kids running around all over the yard, I'm carrying the baby. It has taken him a few days. I'm really bad at like finishing. My sister-in-law comes over and she's like, this looks really nice, but like you need to add flowers or plants or something. I'm like, do I? But I'm excited because it's over the hot tub, so that'll keep like some of the snow off. I'm not the most detail-oriented person, so I forgot a few things that I want to share. First of all, we got the outside of our house done. Let me flip this around. Okay, so I'm gonna go over a few specs because I got all into how much I love it, how great it is. The slats here can hold 15 pounds of snow per square foot. The whole thing can withstand 60-mile-an-hour winds, and the whole thing weighs like 500 pounds. So the quality on this thing is insane. There's also a gutter system. So Seth said that the slats were closed the other day, it rained, and the gutter system, however it worked, no rain was coming through. We also added these Edison lights. They're solar powered. Seth doesn't love them because I guess they turn off pretty quickly at night. But we're gonna add some more of those for a good ambiance. We are absolutely loving this thing, and we just feel like it totally like elevated this space big time. We've been looking for one, and the value here was just spot on. There's a couple different materials you can choose from. If you go to HEYSHAYLA.com/DOMI, you will see the exact one that we got. But they have like everything for outside. They have the huge umbrellas that can like go over patio furniture sets. They have storage sheds. I think they started with the hard shell gazebos, and now they've like expanded to all these outdoor things. I really like the quality. I love it so far, and I love that the price is like so much more affordable than what we were quoted for a wood one. So if you're looking to upgrade your backyard space and you were thinking about a pergola or a gazebo or just need an umbrella for some shade, definitely check them out. HEYSHAYLA.com/DOMI. Underneath this pergola, we have the patio set, which I've said multiple times I'm replacing with the table. I might try and see if I can get like a discount at the end of the season and just put it under there because it'll be protected by the pergola. We also have a cold tub. The cold tub Seth used at the gym like every single day, and he's like, I want one at home. And we bought the chiller, and that was, we could use HSA for, which was pretty cool. The cold tub I love in the summertime. I started this channel traveling full time, and so Seth and I would do a dip a day. We'd say that it was never a dip a day because we couldn't find that much water, but when we were like found a lake or something that looked clear, we're like, let's get in it. And it was cold, and it was just like so refreshing, grounding and incredible. So when I get in this cold water, that's what I think of. Some people are like, that sounds literally terrible. And sometimes, because our backyard's mostly enclosed, I just go in my underwear because it's too much work to go inside and change into some shoot, and then I might go take a hot shower afterwards. And I only go in for 2 minutes, but it resets you. It's incredible. I love it. And the girls think it's funny to watch Seth do it. We also got a hot tub. This was a bit of an impulse buy. We bought it at the state fair. It was really cool in the summertime actually, because the girls would go in it. We'd set it to like a medium tub, not a hot tub, so that they could go in and just like swim around in it, and they freaking loved it. That was worth it alone for the summer. I haven't been able to use it because shortly after we bought it, I got pregnant. Now I have this barnacle. It's hard to maintain though. Seth is on that. I'm like, you got that. Boo, I have no idea what's going on there. We also are like hell-bent on having a garden, but like neither of us have any idea what we're doing. And to be honest, if I only got cherry tomatoes out of it, I'd be satisfied. That's what last year we did. And it like made my heart so happy when we'd just walk outside and they'd pop a cherry tomato in their mouth and like had a little snack from our garden. Like amazing. And then we switched it up this time. We got more grass, put them against the fence with a couple of vegetables that didn't really do very well. So we're gonna try again next year. We just are dabbling in the gardening thing. I'm just like, I'm taking us around the yard. So we did patio, hot tub, cold tub, garden. Then we moved to the playground. The playground is like scaled down for like smaller kids and it only has 2 swings. We have 2 children, so whenever we have a friend over, it causes a little bit of a issue. The host in me wants 3 swings. But now Seth is like, I mean, the whole thing shakes when they go on the swing now. It's actually breaking down. But like swing sets are like $5,000. So I'm not exactly sure when or what we're gonna replace that with. The cool mom that I am hung hooks in our basement so that we can have a swing downstairs. So in the wintertime, when we don't feel like going outside, we can go downstairs, hook up the swing, hook up the big like disc swing. I've got a few different swing options that they can do downstairs in the basement. Moving on, we have a trampoline. This one's controversial. People are like, my kid broke their arm in a trampoline or a bounce house. Like people don't like them. So far, so good. I'm not gonna jinx it, but they love the trampoline. They love to do chalk on the trampoline. They love to jump on the trampoline. They love the trampoline. And I was like kind of a medium no. I wouldn't say a hard no, but I was like, I don't know that we should get a trampoline. Seth was like, I think it'd be great. And he was right. They love it. Next, we have the fire pit. Took a lot of work and a lot of money to build it. We don't use it as much as we should. But also like fire and children, it's kind of a hard combination. We just say walk around the chairs. And then we just like make marshmallows out there sometimes. It's pretty fun. It's a good ambiance for the backyard. Then after that we have a climbing dome. I almost got rid of this last year because my middle, who was like 1.5 last year, couldn't use it. Like duh. Now she's 2.5 and she's climbing and dropping off the thing all the time. Elliot used it as monkey bars. Like they love this thing. And grip apparently is really, can't remember what it's correlated to, like happiness? I don't know. So I like that they just like climb. But then it came with a cover, so you can put this cover on. I want to make a little igloo out of this thing. I found that on a reel and I was like, what? This is amazing. Might get muddy in there, might get crazy. I don't know. We were very conscious to have it where the kids could play, where they could build some skills, where I could see them, where we could host people, a place that we wanted to be and hang out. Like we hardly walk to the park anymore because we just go here and our neighbors come to our house, but it's nice to just have that there. Sometimes they wake up first thing in the morning and they're like, I want to go outside. And it's like wintertime. Put your snowsuit on and go. And they just go out there and like go and explore and it's awesome. Makes me so happy that we've created this space for them. Oh, a lot of the things too we asked for birthday. So for sure the dome I asked for birthday. Please don't give us a gift. Please contribute to this climbing dome. I'm going to start having them contribute to their college fund. That's not what this video is about. I hope that gives you a little inspiration. I just wanted to share some of the thought processes of our backyard because I love it and I just wanted to share it with you. I will have all of this on an Amazon storefront. So HEYSHAYLA.com/Amazon, you'll see the storefront. It'll be backyard tour. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Mwah.